Hey guys, Fat here with, this is a video I was gonna make before, but I never could get the courage. I need to talk about some things this is more of an update to the channel and a discussion of what may be coming, because right now, maybe I should review. You've seen, if you know, as you know, I recently posted 4 new videos to my channel. The movie toy reviews, which included the 5-inch figures that were not accurate, but I don't want to pay extra for the Toys R Us versions, and I have to buy the Alpha, that design that I don't like that yet. I'm not a fan of that design. Plus I have the original Alpha 5 figure from 2010 line, so I could skip that to finish a Megazord. That is too much. I was going to try and aim for the Legacy Collection Mighty Morphin Rangers, but they're too expensive and I can't get, and they're too expensive, so they're off my list. So that means I'm probably not going to ever have any new Mighty Morphin Rangers unless they go on sale or the prices drop. So yeah, and in case you're wondering, I'm talking about my Christmas list. Or at least my partial Christmas list. I'm crossing stuff out as I go. I know it's not even September yet, and I'm already working on it, but I wanted to get it going on it, get my things done, and add and subtract as I go. Unfortunately, right now I'm looking at about $300 worth of stuff. I know I'm not going to get it all. Grandma seems to think I am, but I know I'm not. And the things that are the most expensive on that whole list are the movie Zords. That's all 5 movie Zords are the thing that's hurting me right now. And I did say in the movie review, when I get those, I'm going to have problems, but I am still going to try and do those reviews. I'm probably going to review them all at once, because you can't do one without the others. The T-Rex, yeah, it's expensive, but it is decent on its own for a while. Unfortunately, since it's priced 2 different price points, T-Rex 40 and the 4 other parts are 20. That's $120, I believe, altogether. That's ridiculous. That's almost as bad as Ninja Steel. Over $200 Zord line for both seasons. And I guess I should talk about that for a minute, because we recently got introduced, or the toy at least came out, of the American equivalent of Lion Howl, and I was like, really? You're pushing out this early? I mean, I get you pushing out the Bull Rider Megazord, which is the American equivalent of Bison King from the Ninja, and rushing the combination, which I would have at least saved the combination, which is, I guess, what I've seen, is going to be called the Ninja Fusion Megazord, which is a neat name. But I would have saved it for the debut of the second half. And then I would also save Lion Howl, or whatever they're calling. I can't remember the name. Lion Fortress Fire Megazord, or I think that's what they're calling. I'm not sure. I'm not good at Ninja Steel terminology here. So, and they already put that in the intro, so that's probably going to debut either before the end of the season or sometime in the beginning of the first half part of the first 8 episodes of Ninja Super Ninja Steel, or whatever they're calling it. So, and I'm guessing since Lion Howl is already out, Gekiatsu Daio's equivalent will be here at some point. And we might get I think we've already gotten the UFO Zord. I know we've got the Elephant Zord because of those, of the images we got in the first set of toy catalogs. But, unfortunately, I don't know if the Alien, I think the Alien Zord, Megazord, at $35, which I still think is ridiculous, and that turned me off to the whole line. I'm not even going to buy the figures. I'm sticking with movie and Dino Charge. That's what I've got to work with. And I previously reviewed this, which I didn't go into much detail because there ain't much to it, although I do have to bring this up. This right here, that's speakers. I thought that was just a detail at first, but my mom pointed that out to me, so that would explain why it's so loud. They didn't need to do it, but still. And I know I've not reviewed much Dino Charge lately. It's because I'm still missing a lot. Well, not much. There's 2 figures. I'm missing Graphite and Silver Rangers figures. Those are the 2 I'm missing. And I'm still missing the Para and Raptor. Green and black. Parazord for black and Raptor for green. And even if I would love to finally complete Dino Charge, both figure-wise and Zord-wise. I don't care if I get the Terra Charger at this point. I'm probably not going to go for the Dino Charge Morpher at this point. At this point, it's been too long. I probably missed my chance. I'll deal with it. Now, even if I am left in an awful world with just one of those 2 things, where I either have to decide between the figures and the Zords, I'm probably going to go with the Zords. And that way I can do a video talking about combinations I hadn't addressed yet, as well as ones both that and Dino Charge, as well as Kyryus you never used. Like, why didn't they experiment more? Like, why is it Pachysord and maybe the Stegozord together? I mean, they did a little bit of this when they took Jodakira and Kyryus or Tricerazord and Dino Charge and Dino Supercharge, and combining with the Terra Charge Megazord. That was, although that was a one-time thing, it did work. It worked out pretty well for them. And I do have most of the others. I think I've reviewed a couple of them already. I might re-review them if I can, since I have purple, aqua, and let me see, and black now. Plus T-Rex red, Supercharged red, which I've already reviewed. Unfortunately, those figures are in the Dino Superdrive mode, which I wasn't a fan of, but now that I've seen more of the show, I understand it. I'm not a fan of this stuff of them making things that aren't from the Japanese equivalent just to sell toys. Now, granted, I'm okay with them starting to use more original footage. That I'm 100% agree, and I'm bored with. That I'm good with. But these toy promotions in the show that make no sense, that I do not understand, and I will never get it. That's why I skipped on the Dino Superdrive Saver at first, because I thought it was stupid. It only has a couple of sound effects. I think it does less than this, and that's saying something. Though, if they ever, and I guess I should update you on the status of a possible sequel, because from what I understand, now I may be wrong, they're discussing it right now. I think Saban and Lionsgate, who helped make the movie come together, are talking about it. It's nothing's been confirmed that I'm aware of. And as soon as I know, as soon as there's some kind of announcement, whether there's going to be a sequel or not, I will keep you guys up to date on this. And I also wanted to, I know I haven't mentioned this yet, but speedy recovery to Ric Flair. He's been having some issues. He's been in the hospital lately. So, and he had to be put in a coma for a while they worked out getting his body back to work again. So, God help him. I don't want to lose him. And, this, I'm gonna have to rant here for a minute because some idiot on the internet, and I don't know who, but if I knew who it was, I'd find them and punch him in the gonads. Started a rumor, even posted on Facebook that The Rock had died. That is bullshit. I hate that stuff. It's so dumb. I got scared. I really did. I freaked out when I first saw that. But once we did the research, he's alive. Proofread this stuff. Seriously. These rumor sites can kiss my ass. And that's the true story. Now, my future plans. I know I've said this a while now. As soon as I get more stuff to review, I will. I'm going back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Starting the payday this month. Because there's no more toys for me to get Power Ranger-wise that I need besides the Zords. And I'm trying to save that for the Christmas at least. I would try and pick up the small ones, but Mommy, I think, wants me to wait till Christmas for that, so that's her idea, not mine, so. As well, I need to take down some of my earlier videos. I think the TNA rant and the RPM and Space Rants are going to stay up, though. Those I am actually pretty proud of. And it kind of voiced my frustrations on those two shows as far as the love issue. Well, I also didn't want to RPM much. I didn't go into much detail, but I haven't seen the show in a long time, so if I were to update now, I would need to watch the whole show again, which I guess I might as well bring this into the shot. I already showed this off a couple weeks ago, I believe, when I got that a couple months ago. And I also have, and I bought this a while back, Season 3 of NPR, minus the Alien Ranger saga, because I hated that saga. But now I have this. I got this the other day, and I also got a poster or two posters from the Power Ranger movie, which I am going to show you here in a minute, but I got this. Dino Supercharged, the entire season, not series. I know they released one for Dino Charge's first half. I think I missed my chance there. But it looks like Lionsgate is also helping them release these now. This one just came out, I believe, too. It was only $14 though, which is nice. I did see the set for Overdrive is out, but I'm only gonna get the season I'm interested in. I have no interest in the Overdrive set. I might try and get Mystic Force. I have not seen much of Mystic Force. But it's a lot like Mighty Ranger, except without all the music crap, which I appreciate them ending that stuff out. In this show so far, I've only watched the first 5 episodes somewhat because I need to catch up. So I'll be better informed for when I eventually finish my Dino Charge reviews. But I will review this show at some point once I finish binge watching. And I just finished Roar of the Red Ranger. I skipped ahead of some of this stuff because it didn't seem important. I have that, and I guess I should pan to this poster now. I got this. Oh, come on, stupid camera. Come on. Oh, I guess I should turn that around. There you go. Bam! New Power Rangers poster. That's in my room at home and here, so that's both places. So I wanted over here where I could see it, but that was the only place it would go, so it could go because I have those flags I showed up before over there. I do have something I can talk about. I guess it when I decide to rewatch Season 3, which Season 1 and 2 combined set is on my list. I'm hoping I can get that. I missed my chance to get the volumes, but I'm hoping I can get those two at least. I don't know how much I'm going to add on to the list of my wish list right now. And so far, no Yu-Gi-Oh! Items. I think I'm going to do Yu-Gi-Oh! The old-fashioned way. And that's probably why I've been so out of it lately. Although, by the way, I did switch from Dev Pro over to Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro Percy the other day because I was tired of it not updating. And the link mechanic on this isn't in yet either, but I do have to give them credit. They update a lot more frequently, and at least they have more decks for me to play against AI. There's an ABC deck, there's Boojin, BLS, Chaos Dragons, and so much more. They don't have ZWs, but I'm okay with that. I was a fan of the ZWs in Zexal. I like the second part of Zexal more, and I know that's a discussion for another video, but I just didn't like the first set of episodes. Too much arguing, and Yuya did not know what to do, what he was doing. Granted, the second half he was a lot more bearable by comparison by the end. He was good. He even beat Aster at the end, which I talked about, but a long time ago when I finally saw the end. But in the duel he and Shark had, the last one before that duel, the Yuma Astro duel, was actually really good. It was probably one of the longer duels they've done in Zexal, and it's all on DVD. I do want to try and get those, and apparently Arc 5 in US dub, American dub, is already its first season. I'm thinking it's gonna end soon, and then they might wait till it concludes. Then, although I've not seen any new episodes airing on or being recorded past episode 36. I know something big happens in the next episode, but I'm not going to spoil it. I've already spoiled enough in my previous Arc 5 video, so yeah, I'm not going to spoil it, but if you've seen Arc 5 already, you pretty much know where that goes, where I'm talking about. So I might rewatch season 3 and review some episodes. There were some good ones, some bad ones. I remember A Friend in Need being terribly bad. All 3 parts. Yeah. Nice try there, Savon, of trying to shove in Masked Rider into a Power Rangers show and failed miserably. It failed miserably. And they didn't get aired much, which didn't help. But I did enjoy the metallic armor thing. The Masked Rider and the Atomic Armor, 3-parter. That I enjoyed more, because the monster was actually from Kaku Ranger, I believe it was, and so was Rito. But they gave them a good backstory, and sometimes that's what you have to do with characters from another show, from a Japanese show. If you're going to give some kind of backstory that makes them comparable to what's already been going on. Like they did with Master Vile. They made him Rita's father, and there was problems with him and Zed. That actually works a lot better than what they try to do in some of the more recent shows. Excluding Dino Charge, of course. They did pretty well there. So, I did enjoy, I am enjoying watching Dino Supercharged. I have not gotten around to watching the first 20 episodes of Dino Charge. Well, technically 22, but I don't like to count the holiday episodes. I don't like them. I'm sorry. They've been really over the top lately. A lot. I think the Apple Christmas episode, however, is still the worst. I believe that one is still the king of horrible Christmas episodes. I don't think I've seen or will ever see one as bad as that, hopefully, ever again. That was bad. It was so bad, Easy Rider on Toku Time reviewed it, and not to mention, this is the one thing I did find funny about that episode. They were using the Green Ranger suit in some shots, but then they used the White Ranger in others. It's like, when does it take place? Is he still green or is he white? Make up your mind. It's hilarious. Oh, I got a little chuckle out of that, though, I do have to admit. White Ranger? Fuck that shit, that team up. That was horrible. Adam coming back was cool, but they had to go and ruin it by not paying for the song. Really, Disney? You're that freaking cheap? You couldn't pay for the theme? Really? if you're gonna spice the themes, so be it. Just pay. I know they brought back 4 from the Disney era, and that doesn't help. But at least they brought Adam back, and they brought back Alpha, although the voice was really screwed up. And they made Bridge the SPD, the Red Ranger of the group, which is so stupid. I don't care. Bridge is a horrible character. He's one of the most annoying characters SPD had, and they brought him back. Why? And they made him red. They couldn't get any other Red Ranger. They could have got, like, Connor maybe from Dino Thunder, Nick from Mystic Force. I mean, if you're gonna bring in a Mystic Force Ranger besides Android, I would have brought in Nick or maybe even Madison, but they were going to bring back Kira and Torch from Ninja Storm and Dino Thunder, so I guess they couldn't do that. But that would have been nice to have a better Red Ranger that was actually a Red Ranger and not a Red Ranger wannabe like Bridge. That and the Sister Night thing. Though, I do give the villain of the team up a pass. That I can understand them trying to do something to give the guy a backstory. The whole Frax thing, I go back and forth on. I've kind of decided, you know what? They couldn't use Reader Zip because they turned good after the Z-Wave, so they couldn't use them, so they came up with this. That I okay with, but how they were disconnected from the Morphing Ring, how Alpha went inside, that's a lot of the issues as well. Well, now as far as other reviews, I have. God damn. God damn. Sorry. And I'm gonna try and go back into the religion point of view at some point, because I think I deleted the one I did initially, so, and I am gonna try and do that, and I know I don't go anymore. Jesus Christ. Obviously you can tell where I am, so if anyone wants to sub to me, I mean, I'd like it. Have at least 100 subs. Probably half of it's my own fault because I didn't finish editing all my information. And I need to do a video to introduce my channel to people on the main page. That might be coming up at some point. And I'm gonna try and take down the videos that were really bad. That I know, and some of them are the older ones that I liked that I did are gonna stay up, just because they bring up good points. In the TNA rant, that's staying up. RPM, Space rants, those are staying up. I'm probably gonna do a rant on both seasons of Samurai and Megaforce. Granted, I've not seen much of Megaforce in a couple of years, but I have vague memories of how bad it was, they were. So, although some of the actors actually improved more than others, Jane still couldn't act to save his life, and he's a blatant rip-off of Shiba Takuru for Shikager, which that was a big problem with that season. Those 2 seasons, they were trying too much to copy Shikager, although they had some things out. Which some things I understand, but in the Quest of the Ranger thing was one of the most messed up situations. But I won't get in that here. That's a whole nother discussion in itself. I'm gonna go. Hopefully you guys will see this soon. This will be the first video I post. I'm gonna do more while I'm here. Get a lot of stuff canned so I can post it later. Until then, later.